Friends, hello and welcome from Vredendal. You know, Vredendal is an area where I met my wife. She grew up in this area, and for this reason I think it's only fitting that we enjoy Namakwa wine, this beautiful Sauvignon Blanc, during this lovely oxtail potjie I'm going to be preparing for you. And my wife will also join us later to taste this feast. I want to see if it tastes as good as the stuff that she grew up on. I will never forget when I first came here, an oxtail was the first thing her father cooked for me, and they always claimed that is his dish to fame. An absolutely sensational dish, so easy, so simple to make, irresistible, and anyone can make this amazing feast. I will later share some more beautiful stories with you. I mean, when you cook an oxtail you have time, and all you can do is having a good time and speak a lot of nonsense, talk nice stories, and even speak some sense if you want to. So without further ado, let's get ready and cook the onions to a nice golden brown so long. We will begin and add some lovely sunflower oil into this pot. We will now just put the sunflower oil over the bottom of the pot and add our onions. Oh, just listen to this amazing sizzle. And we will keep going with them until they are soft and golden brown, after which we will remove them. I put into this pot 6 large onions. 2 onions for every kilogram of oxtail I am using. I'm using 3 kilograms of oxtail today because we're feeding quite a large crowd. Therefore 6 onions roughly chopped. I want to suggest that you stir these onions quite often because you want them to caramelize quite nicely on all sides. Just listen to the sizzle. Absolutely sensational. I just hear the bird song behind me. It is so beautiful. It's so lovely to just be in nature and have some fun. Cheers. These onions are ready to be removed. I mean, just look how nice and transparent they are. Absolutely beautiful. Just look at this sensational oxtail. You can see it's a young animal, so they will cook in about 3 to 4 hours until nice off the bone tender. We're going to fry this oxtail until they are nice and brown on all sides, so the meat is properly sealed and that we lock all that stunning juices inside. This oxtail looks absolutely stunning. Just look how golden brown it is and sealed on all sides. And it's time that we add the onions into this pot. It's also time to add some beef stock to the pot. We add about 600 to 700 milliliters of beef stock into the sensational potjie. We must now season the potjie ever so slightly and add some salt and black pepper into the pot. But I want it extra delicious, so I'll put some of the Kosmeester Kortes meat spice and garlic and herb into this pot. There's just no other beef that can taste as exquisite as this. Not even a steak tastes as beefy as oxtail such as this. Now we're just gonna lift the meat and the onions so that the ingredients can marry with each other, after which we can put the lid onto the pot. We can put the lid on the pot now for about 3 hours, after which we will remove it and add some simple veggies into this pot. Friends, it's important with potjies like these. I mean, I've been cooking potjies for about 40 years now, that the temperature is very, very low and that the pot is just cooking very, very slowly and lightly. As you can see in this case, the pot is about 30 centimeters away from the coals, and there are very little coals under that pot. So every half an hour to an hour we will just quickly lift the lid up to make sure there's enough moisture into the pot, and if there isn't, we will just add about 250 to 300 milliliters of water to make sure the potjie will not burn. I mean, it's precious stuff inside that pot. But you know, when I told you the little story about my wife earlier, how I came to know about this potjie as home cooking for them, I was also thinking about the days I was in boarding school. So my mom will call me in the week and she will say, Kortes, mom will come and fetch you guys on Friday. Are you also coming this weekend? Now, being about 17 years old, you only want to be with your friends and you want to have a good time with them. And sometimes you just want to have some fun. So often I would say, Mom, you know what? This weekend I really need to study. And of course, being a mother's heart, she would sometimes bring me a lamb rib about 90 centimeters long to braai with my friends at the hostel. We will braai on the Friday night with some beautiful potato salad. We will enjoy braai broodjies with this amazing lamb ribs. And on Saturdays, we will play touch rugby the whole day, or even what we used to call dryfings, a game where we just kicked a rugby ball across the field the whole Saturday. And then on Saturday night, of course, we would go to a dance on the island in Uppington, or we would even go to the school hall for what we would call a sokkie, otherwise known as a disco. Those were amazing times. But this is what potjies do. When you're having a good time, you can't help but think about those golden days of which I'm so glad to have been a part of. Let's look at the moisture inside this pot and just double check. It's looking great. Yeah, the moisture still looks fantastic. I think I'll look in another 30 to 60 minutes to just make sure the moisture is good. Cheers! It's about 2.5 hours later. Let's look at this potjie. Oh my word, that looks outstanding. It is now time to add the veggies so that they can get some of the sauce into them. We will immediately begin and put 1 potato for each diner into this dish. And in this case, it is 12 potatoes. We push these potatoes into the sauce and roll them around so that they are covered all the way. Now the potatoes are inside the pot. The time has come for a big secret. 3 tins of kidney beans. We've drained them and we can add them into the dish. These beans are gonna become a part of the sauce and becomes nice and thick, creating a stunning thick gravy. We will now put the lid back on for about 1 hour, after which we will add some green beans. Guinea fowls coming to feed on the lawn. At night they get some beautiful corn. Maya hit a ball. There's now only 45 minutes before we will eat, so I'm quickly going to add the green beans. I need about 750 grams of green beans for this dish. It looks absolutely unfreaking believable. And we put the lid on for the last 45 minutes. Oh, hello Sally. Even Sally is coming to have some fun. I have great news. This pot is ready. Let's take it inside, taste it, and hear what Theresa says. Friends, so tonight we celebrate this wonderful occasion. We are celebrating Theresa. Theresa is the lady behind all of Kosmeester's videos. She does the recordings and she does also a lot of work which other people don't see. So with this dish, I celebrate Theresa. Theresa, thank you so much. I really hope this dish brings honor to your family, the way you grew up and the way I also got to know them. We're celebrating this with the Cabernet Sauvignon from the Makwa, which will be a perfect complement to this wonderful dish.
Oh, that's an awesome color.
Oh, it is, Theresa. Let's see how this wonderful pot looks on the inside. Oh, I think that looks super sensational. Just look at the color of the potatoes and the beans. Everything just looks absolutely perfect. I served this wonderful oxtail piece with Theresa. A lovely piece of potato. She's
Oh,
in
that
such...
looks amazing, Kortes.
And some gravy. Oh, look at that. And of course, the cook is also going to have some. Theresa, I want you to tell us what you think of this simple yet easy pot. I am sure you will love it.
Very important. First of all, it needs to be paired with a very good wine. I grew up with Namakwa wines, so I am first going to have a taste of the beautiful wine, and then I'm going to taste your beautiful pot.
Absolute. Cheers. What a lovely wine. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, it is falling off the bone. So Theresa, tell us, what's your thoughts of this potjie?
Absolutely amazing. It definitely takes me back to my childhood, and it is just the best.
Fantastic. Theresa, thank you so much for everything you do for Kosmeester Kortes. We appreciate it and we value you. Cheers.
Cheers, Liffy.
Cheers.